We're going to start the meeting, call the meeting to order at 6 p.m. Start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. So, welcome. I guess we can do some introductions so Drew knows who we are.
Perfect. Mark Barnhart, Director of Economic Development.
Charlie McDonald, I'm the chairman of the commission.
Awesome. Christine Orlando,
And
owner of the studio.
Commissioner?
And
Kristen.
Sorry,
Kristen Bagley. I'm an artist.
Awesome.
Connor Dean, Commissioner and Vice Chair of the Commission.
Perfect.
And here comes, we'll do an introduction for Lou.
Doing
Introduce yourself, you're the last person.
Hi, I'm Lou Human.
Nice to meet you. I'm Drew.
Hi, Drew. Nice to meet
Your
you.
different presentation today. We're still one person away from quorum, so
Oh, dear.
we can't approve the minutes, but we do have adjustment to the minutes. We can
Oh, what did I do
My
wrong?
name's missing.
Just left.
Oh, Christine, I'm so sorry.
No worries. I thought I
Okay.
got fired.
None of the rest of us got it, so.
Well, we're not Christine. And is there anything else on here that needs changing? Okay,
Okay, I will fix that and resend them.
all right, and then we'll just wait if we have one more person show up, and then we can have quorum. At 5, yeah. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next order of business, which is gonna be to hear, consider, and act upon a proposal to restore decorative, thank you, fire hydrants.
Sorry for
10
that.
minutes, Drew.
I know.
You're on the clock.
And you are on the clock. You know
Yes,
how to
it's really
operate
good.
this. So this is good. I love the efficiency. So just for context, I live on the old Post Road in Fairfield. I've been here since 2017. And other context, I was a high school teacher in Westport, Connecticut for a while. Now I'm a private college advisor, so helping kids navigate the college admissions landscape. And so I walk my dog often in this area through the historic districts, and I saw some sad looking colonial fire hydrants popping around. And so it just got my mind rolling, moving to try to be a good person, citizen, etc. Since the last person who kind of oversaw that has passed away for a few years. So I reached out to the fire department, town hall, etc. Got introduced to Mark through Mary Hogue. So she's kind of been instrumental because she was passed along, inherited, given, I don't know what word you would use, the fire hydrant project, and that really has not had anything happen to it for maybe 6-7 years overall. So we've met with the fire department, we've met with Mark, et cetera, to discuss following protocol. Kind of being a public school person, I'm all about following the systems and not stepping on toes, and it doesn't sound like anybody has stepped up and kind of taken on this project. Except for me, the town volunteer. And so Mark has been graciously talking about all the wonderful work that you've been doing. I was going by the library today and saw the beautiful new painting on the utility box. So it looks wonderful. So well done on that overall. And it's kind of like the same idea in terms of like doing good things for the community that make a little bit of pop color, especially with the 250th anniversary of the United States being around. So in terms of like kind of giving like a process of sorts, just to kind of like tell you kind of what I'm envisioning with this, with Mark's support, the Economic Development Committee support. The first step would be to kind of do an inventory. So we've kind of done meeting with the fire department. They've given us a list, and I've enlisted a local high school student to be an inventory expert of sorts to go around and catalog the different hydrants that are in the historic districts. Some are outside of the historic districts, and basically say like, are they in excellent, good, or bad condition, and also note like specific things, like they need a specific number for the fire department to know which one it is, and different caps have different color meanings, so there is a fire department protocol for handling that. Once we've done that inventory over the summer, kind of like June, July, I'm hoping will be done. The second step would be to enlist people in like a grunt work campaign in terms of like sanding down maybe like 6 to 12 of the weakest looking fire hydrants in one area to kind of get them in a painting condition. And then the last step would be, I am not an artist, but I'm looking for artists or to have local community members, whether they're from the high school, whether it's from your incredible organization or network to go around and basically on one day, paint 6 to 12 of those in this next round, start restoring them, see if it works well. If it doesn't go well, we can let this go. But if it goes well, we can start adding in others along the way. And then the kind of only other change that we're thinking of that the fire department's flagged, the history museum is flagged, I've flagged is the fire hydrants are red, which is the redcoats who burnt Fairfield. So we are, in honor of the 250th anniversary, thinking maybe we should go in a more colonial, celebratory of the American side of things. And the fire department has said, yes, they could be any color. So I'm working on kind of like basically instead of a red, we'd go more for like a navy blue type get up. So hopefully the people of Fairfield do not rebel against us in terms of that progress. So that would be the only.
Haven't yet.
I know, right?
For all this time.
That might be the only like overall aesthetic change. And so Mark had kind of talked about when I had a meeting with him the other day, the Economic Development Committee is very graciously willing to provide like supplies for the paint, but also like the cleanup and the disposal of the chipped paint to make sure it's not just sitting on the ground. And
That's actually the Arts Commission.
perfect. The Arts Commission.
I was kicking the can down the road. I love that idea. You sent to you.
All of these wonderful organizations are willing to help out. And so what I'm trying to be is like the project director to get the people, the system moving. And we're not aiming to do this anytime like in the next few weeks, but maybe like a fall thing once students are back in school and we have a little bit of time to make sure we do it well.
So Drew, I have a question about that. So, I mean, I know you're talking about the 250th, and I thought the original idea was like bicentennial.
Yeah.
It was going to be like, about the military, whatever. Do you envision something else? And when we used to paint them, she used to do different characters all over the town.
There's a dog one to celebrate pets at one point. So I had brought that up originally in terms of like, should it just be soldiers or could it be other diverse figures from Fairfield's history? I think for the first round, I'm envisioning just keeping it simple and changing it from red to blue and kind of going the colonial direction, testing out the community's appetite for it, seeing if there's any political blowback. I don't envision any, but does that make sense in terms of just like gauging it? And then I think if it went well, I'm all about like starting small, seeing if it works, testing it out, seeing the appetite for it, and then maybe next year we do something different.
So your vision is a long-term project ongoing.
Kind of, yeah.
So the things that we would want to do.
Yeah, exactly. Those are the ones.
We would want to, the inventory really should reside with the Arts Commission, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I appreciate Drew volunteering to help lead this project, and we've followed the same path with Kristen's help with local walls, like a pilot, kind of understand what we know and we don't know. But what we'd be looking for from the Arts Commission is to help identify artists for the fine detail work, as well as providing supplies, paint and supplies. And so I think that's very doable, and certainly if we do a small scale pilot where we're looking only at a 6 to 12 hydrants initially, then we can bring it to scale later as we understand more.
How many hydrants are there in town?
Good question. Let me go to my database. I believe, I wish I'd counted them today. No, it's the total hydrants, the painted ones.
Painted, okay.
That we'd be looking at, I think about 50.
And so the first part would be to make sure that that is a complete inventory. We verify the information, do a conditions assessment, and then go from there. So
Correct.
I think it's a great project.
Yeah, I love the idea.
Great.
Yeah,
So
thank you.
my pleasure. And I would love to
Drew, how do you spell your last name?
Coyne.
C-O Coin.
Yep. Got it. So I think Mark had talked about when you had done the kind of soliciting volunteers for the sign, like there was a overwhelming response. So if we could tap into volunteers who'd be interested in doing that in the fall, once we figure out a time and date, et cetera. Right now I'm in the inventory collection. I've mobilized. I'm reaching out to some local Eagle Scout and troops in town. So I think that they would be great for like the grunt work element in terms of sanding, working with the fire department. They also want probably to bring in for our safety reasons, like the police to kind of quadrant off like an area around the hydrants since the hydrants are adjacent to the road, plus like safety vests, et cetera, just to keep everything above board.
Sounds like you're giving a lot of thought to this. It's great.
Do my best.
And Mark, in the case like this, I know with the wraps, there's certain things we couldn't do. With the fire hydrants, I mean, if you're talking about soldiers, could you do, I don't know, if it's outside a veterinarian clinic, could you do a dog or a cat? Or could I make a Barnhart fire hydrant outside?
God forbid that.
I'd love to see it.
I'd like to.
Honor.
What's
Like to see
important?
what?
See it be community members. I think it would be.
Well, that's what I was gonna say, because we have neighborhood associations.
Yeah.
We're not-
What's kind of important
that.
to the fire department is, as Drew mentioned, the top
That's for sure.
notes pressure.
Yep.
And so that's very important that they be color coordinated so they understand what they're dealing with when they arrive. And in the event of emergency, they have to hook up. They know what their conditions are. So that's the only thing as I understand it, but we will follow up obviously with the fire department and Aquarian to make sure that, have their formal approval before we proceed. But, it's been done before and appreciate Drew stepping up and
Yeah,
filling this
great.
gap because
Also
we
love
haven't had
hearing
somebody.
that, so. Any other questions? Or, I mean, we also had,
No,
I can't do that.
commissioners can speak here, but there's a public comment section later.
Got it.
You can't speak during the actual meeting.
Understood. Sorry about that.
Save your questions. Get back to you.
Perfect.
And you're free to stay around and hear the other stuff we're talking about. Approval of the minutes, we're still short one person, so we can't do that right
So
now.
did, and I apologize, I don't know this, but did Sam Cargill formally?
Yes,
resign?
we talked about that last meeting, didn't we?
And so is Kristen officially on? So
She's applied.
But
Bill
my
against.
point is, if Sam has resigned, then
There's
we have an
8.
8-member commission, so
Four
4
is-
is the quorum.
So we can't vote you on
There had to be
now because
5.
we don't have.
There had to be one above.
No, it's half of the.
I thought it was 50% for one. That's okay.
But, if you want to hold off to be safe, that's fine with me too.
I'll just give the rest of the meeting, see if
I
someone shows up.
understand the consensus in the group here is to proceed with Drew's plan.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, that doesn't take a vote. Marketing and communications.
I saw a
We don't
post
have anything
today.
necessarily to present in terms of marketing communications. I will, Matt's not here, but I will mention that today, both Mary Alice, Beverly Ballas, and myself were in Torrington for the State of Maine Conference to receive our certificate of completion for the Cultural District Accelerator Committee. A number of you participated in that process. So we've graduated, now we're eligible to receive some implementation dollars towards our marketing efforts for the cultural district. I would ask, and I've shared with you already, and there's a QR code here.
How many times do you want me to take it?
I don't want you to take it.
already
I want-
taken it.
I want you to share it with your contacts, all your folks in your network. But we're about 100 folks in. We'd love to get as many responses as possible to our survey. And also, I know we have upcoming events, but we'll have the Cultural District Celebration on the 27th of June, which is coming up shortly. Mary Alice is meeting with Matt this week to discuss the show. Hopefully, all of you will be able to attend. I know Christine and I were talking briefly about her doing a demonstration as part of the event. We do have, I think, 7 artisans participating. A number of you have tables, so it's about creating some general awareness, but we're working on the details, but we'll have musical entertainment, different performances throughout the day from groups such as those represented in the room. Number of organizations will have a presence there on the green. Hopefully, we'll have a food truck. We will have some folks coming down from the State Office of the Arts to
Who's coming?
Kimberly Parsons Whitaker will be here instead of Liz Shapiro had a commitment, but, 10 to 3 on Saturday the 27th. Hopefully we'll get a great turnout. And the only other thing I'll just say that I know I've provided reports or updates in the past regarding the digital kiosks. They have been delivered on site.
Oh, nice.
So they're at Public Works Yard, now working with Public Works to actually do the installation. Yankee Electric to hook up the electrical, but hopefully we'll do that in the next couple weeks. Couldn't quite make it for Make Music Day, but I'm hoping to do it before
Yeah,
the Cultural
okay.
District celebration on the 27th. But I'm trying to work with a number of other groups that have a lot on their plate already, so we'll see. But that's it for the culture district.
Public Art Working Group, Lou.
I have nothing.
I haven't had a
on
chance
that.
to talk to Lou, but we're working on 2 mural locations. I know Christine, you're
I'm
gonna
coming.
hopefully be there for the next, on the next Tuesday or something?
I thought it was a Thursday,
What is
but it's on
Thursday?
Harry's building?
Thursday, yeah. So Harry's Wine and Liquor has approached me.
Oh, great, the
and-
wall on Pine Creek?
Correct.
Oh, nice.
And then the Reef Shack is also interested. They have a nice blank wall
Reef Shack on,
on
It's
Reef.
kind of blocked though, isn't it? Unless I'm looking at the wrong one.
Are you talking about from Harry's William?
What's that?
Who's from Harry's William?
Yes, it's actually his wife.
Oh, good friend of mine. I'll talk to him too. That's great.
But yeah, we're meeting, Christine and I are meeting. You're more than welcome to join us if your schedule permits. I think it's Thursday.
July 5th.
Yes,
What time?
I'll send it to you.
Okay.
The Reef Shack, it's not the wall facing Post Road that's blocked by the building.
No, it's the wall facing Reef Road. It's actually a 10 by 12
Oh,
space.
okay.
It's nice visibility.
Good.
Took some measurements while I was there. My next step would be, after we meet with Harry's, hopefully both of you will have a chance to check out both spaces. But we'll need to work on some of the mechanics, like Kristen and I have been through with the local walls. There'll be a memorandum of agreement or understanding with the business owner as well as the artist. Just so we're all clear, the last thing we want to do is have an artist spend time and expense putting up a mural, and then somebody says, well, a couple months later, I'm going to repaint the wall. So, there's going to be some commitment up front. So some of those things have already been worked out by other communities. So I did meet with Lauren Vincent from Colorful Bridgeport today, who has a very extensive mural program in Bridgeport. So they've done a lot of logistics already and worked through those. So there's no reason for us to reinvent the wheel. We can simply borrow from what they've already successfully done.
Yeah, please send me an invite to that too if I'm around.
I will definitely send that to you.
Great. How did Hay hear about it? How did Harry's find out?
I don't know. We've had conversations with Harry's about their it's a special anniversary year for them. It's 85 years in business, which is no small feat. And so we've been talking about ways in which for the community to join in the celebration. But they heard of your work and were interested in doing a mural. So
Great. I think it's a great
work out some of the
location.
details.
Fun location.
Local walls?
This time I'll be able to turn it over to Kristen.
Yeah, it's going really well. We have 10 businesses. Everything is installed at Marathon Sports downtown.
He's great.
Yeah. Well, it's new manager. Dan left.
Dan left.
Yeah, like last week.
Which
Didn't
place?
know that. I've been texting Dan. Okay. all
Which
right.
place?
It's a running store next to like the pantry.
Yep.
And then Thursday we're gonna do Circle In, and then next week it'll be bricks and minifigures on Black Rock. All of my stuff downtown.
Julie
Maybe the
Van.
Hi-Ho. And then I just talked to Carol at the Story today. She's going to pick her stuff by Friday, so hopefully next week. And then the agency and Vanderblue are both looking at things, and they just have to make their decisions. But I told them all I want to get it all up by the 27th for Mark's great celebration.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks. So both the Story and Vanderblue asked if we could do like a night where the artists come in and like talk about their artwork. I
Sure.
was like, sure. And the Story mentioned that a couple of years ago when I think Ryan ran the Arts Commission, whoever that is,
Ryan Hodnuck.
they did something where writers like gave the Arts Commission stories and they gave it to artists, and artists like drew pictures or like made art with it. So she asked if like maybe we could do the reverse, where like the art that is in her space, like, people would write about, and then we'd like,
That's cool.
I don't know,
I like the
whatever
idea.
her plan was. Yeah.
This is the Story Lab.
Story Lab.
Okay.
Yeah. She articulated it in a really cool way. She said they like,
Of course.
look
That's
and
what they're
like,
all about. They're
Yeah.
about generating stories. So let the art spark something something verbal, some words for people. Yeah, it's a cool idea.
Yeah, that's it.
So you have artists who are already assigned to those places, or these are places that are willing to accept art?
No, I have artists who are assigned, and it's all about making sure that like I'm available, the business is available, the artist is available, all at the same time to meet and put up.
It's
Which
a coordination
is very
logistical
hard.
challenge.
Nice.
So I really appreciate Kristen
Yay.
stepping up and doing this. We're learning a lot. We'll have to talk through, how we would potentially scale this up. Because as mentioned, we've had like 40 artists that have responded. So the idea was to cycle these things through now we're over 40.
There are so many artists, and
So-
they just keep coming in.
Trying to cycle them through, hopefully recruit additional businesses once they see how it works, and then every 90 days do a rotation. But that will be difficult to sustain long-term just using volunteers. So I
Right.
think we need to think through how we're going to manage that process long-term.
So shouldn't we have our next mixer at one of these locations?
Could be a possibility.
Great idea.
Right?
We don't have the next mixer scheduled tonight.
No.
Perfect.
All right, Kevin just joined us. Hi, Kevin. So we have
Oh,
quorum.
yay. Hi, Kevin.
So
Hello.
Hi.
everybody should have the minutes. Do I see any corrections, omissions, suggestions? Besides the one that was pointed out? Christine was absent. Okay, I'll entertain a motion to accept the minutes. Christine, second. Connor, all in favor? Aye. Thank you. Creative Ground, Katie's not here. Artistic Visions Challenge, Mark and Sam.
As you know, Sam's been struggling with some health challenges as of late. We had reached out, we had concluded the installation and show at the Fairfield Public Library. We've been in conversations with the Kirshner Gallery and the library initially to decide, maybe that would be a great venue going forward, maybe next year. But in the meantime, our thought was we had reserved all the artwork. We were taking it down, asked to put it in storage. Our thought was to extend the show with another venue, and been in conversation with the Fairfield University Center for Arts and Minds at their location at 1720. They had graciously provided some funding for our exhibition and show. They just told us that they couldn't accommodate that. After going through a lot of different effort, multiple conversations, we thought we had it, or they were concluding one show and we could move right in after that. We're just dealing with logistics of setting it up. They've informed us that
They have another show?
no, but I think there's some transition or turnover within the Center for Arts and Minds. It just don't seem very, very clear as to what they can or cannot do. So in any event, we have had to pivot. The plan B in that case, if we wanted to go forward and do an extended show, would be to use a space that we do control, which is this building, for example. We could mount a show either in this space as well as the lobby. And of course, that would be open during working hours, and maybe we can get it extended when we have an event like the Fourth Fest coming up on July 4th. But we would need to, again, recruit a team to do the installation. And I'm not a person that does it. I can be here to help with the grunt work, but I could not actually do the installation myself. So before it was Michelle Hermson. I haven't talked to Michelle to see what her availability would be. School is ending as of this week. So that would be a possibility. So this is kind of late breaking news. There might be a possibility to run an extended show here with, and I guess we would go back to the artists and say, is that okay? Are you interested? If not, some have already taken their work back because they were planning to use it as part of their own personal efforts, but they also indicated they'd be willing to participate again if we made such arrangements. So those are considerations now. But my next step would be, if the commission was interested, I would reach out to Michelle, probably talk to a few. Kristen was part of that team, and Nicole, a few other people. We'd see if we could pull it together to do so.
Not a lot of time,
But it's not a lot of time.
and everybody's away.
And everyone's on vacation.
I'll be in Asia.
Yeah, exactly. So that's, unfortunately, it just took a long time to get an answer, yes or no. We were holding out for the longest time, thinking that it was happening, but it turns out it's not.
Well, okay.
I think Michelle is going to Nantucket
I think so, yeah.
for the entire summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
She usually disappears after school's out, so it would be kind of yeah.
Before I move on to upcoming events and mixers, I want to thank Christine in the studio and her partner. They did a tremendous job for our last
It was fun.
mixer. It was great, highly attended, so thank you very much. We've already gone over the couple of events that are coming over. Make Music Day is this Sunday, Father's Day. We got 3 good events that we should all be, well, not 2 events. And did everybody here take a survey? Okay, you don't have to raise your hand, but if you didn't take the survey, shame on you. Anything other?
Share.
Yeah. Share it to your friends and family. Other business, anything other business? Okay, now we're gonna move on to public comment. And so if you just identify your name so she has it for the minutes.
My name is Matthew Halleck, H is in happy, A-L-L-O-C-K. I lived on Somerville Street for 30 years, right down the road here.
Thank you for your patience, by the way.
No, it's all good. I'm a writer, I'm an artist too. I'm a writer, creative director, advertising most of my life, career, but I've also enough of an artist just to be dangerous, I guess. These are some I do at the Pequot Library. A lot of these fence flags. Here, I brought like a little mini one just to show you. But like this was exhibited, many times I've exhibited at the Pequot Library. They have a jury competition. Anyway, the reason I was showing you is because in front of my house, I have one right here. And I don't know if the history, the lady who used to run it, she lived down the road, that she worked out with scouting and everything. And just a couple things about this. She's doing a great program, fantastic. She didn't use the right paint. She didn't prime it. It's all rusty now. So she didn't prime it. She didn't use exterior paint. So let's make sure we use the right paint. And it was kind of contentious with this red coat, because now she's, I was like, I was like, they burned Fairfield. I was like, don't we have any options? I was like, I'll paint one myself. I was like, I have red, white, and blue paint. I was like, I'll do a flag on the fire hydrant. She's like, no, this is what's approved, just the red one.
Yeah.
And I was like, I really don't like that. She goes, well, if you argue anymore, I'll never talk to you again. And she died like a month later. So she's right. But anyway, I'm now staring at his rusty butt all the time. So I'll paint, if you want a model, I would love to do a flag. I could do a really, really cool one there. So I don't know how open it is. I don't know if there's color parameters. I know you've got a lot of, you got to work with the fire hydrant. I mean, they have a roll, not as a palette.
So there's Drew and his folks. I mean, if you want to make that the first fire hydrant, I don't have a problem with it.
Well, I think what we need to do is stick with our plan, which is inventory, to prioritize in terms of which ones we're going to do as a pilot, and then exactly use the right materials to do this. Once we have templates that are approved, then yes, we can recruit other folks to participate in this process.
And anything you want, if for like organizing the installation, or I know you got a lot of artists, but like I'll help out. However you want.
More the merrier. So.
Mark knows me. I've run the Boys Ad Agency since 25 years.
Yeah.
But maybe if you have a number on that, you want to send it to.
You want to take a picture of it, maybe?
Send it to.
His phone number at the bottom. I had to rip it off. I ripped this off my studio.
Do you know which number is the hydrant that you're flagging?
I took a picture of it. My phone number, here's a number right here, 203-292-0299.
I was thinking about the number.
And the number is 927.
927.
It's on the corner of Gould, Gould, and Somerville, where I live.
You are one of the top dozen that we're going to target then.
All right. I finally
There you go.
So I don't have to look at the rusty red coats.
Don't want you to look
Not
at
the
it.
rusty.
Anymore. All right, all good.
Thank you.
very much.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for your interest in the commission. Anything else for the
Mary
outsider?
Alice is here. She's just observing.
Just observing, just being a sponge.
Okay, you don't want to talk about any upcoming events or anything?
You guys covered them all.
I think this group knows all about Make Music Day. Well, maybe Drew doesn't. Drew, do you know what Make Music Day is?
No, I do not.
It's Sunday.
It is on Sunday then.
What did I just unlock?
Yeah, you just stepped
You
in it.
live downtown.
Yeah.
Oh, music all over town, from 10 a.m. till 8 p.m. 9
Doing
p.m.
the yoga on the
Free
beach.
music. There's yoga on the beach starting at 8 a.m. at Jennings.
Great.
Sound bath and you should follow Make
Perfect.
Music Fairfield
Love this
or the
plug.
Arts Commission. Are we putting the lineup on the Arts Commission?
The Arts Commission shared it on their story yesterday.
Okay, so it's out there, the lineup. And
Awesome, thank you for
I
that.
can send it to you if you want.
Let's do it.
Thank you, Christine.
It's the ninth year that Fairfield is hosting, and
Awesome.
it originated in France in 1982.
That's really great.
It's in
It's
2,500
worldwide.
cities,
Okay.
So it's pretty cool.
250 cities US, 2,000 cities globally.
That's
Fête de
awesome.
la Musique is what it started as in Paris, and it's now all over the world on the summer solstice.
We have the biggest.
Send me something.
No, I'm not, because I talked to Mary Alice, and she said it's better if you actually just share our posts
Okay.
with Fairfield moms.
Okay. Make music Fairfield. On
So am I gonna, the post that is on,
Come out of Make Music Fairfield, if you could share them.
If we keep this down because this is being recorded.
Well, if you could close the meeting and we're all done.
I got one more thing I gotta ask you about. Lou and I want to know what was the outcome from the party down at the,
Yeah.
Hold on. Thank you, Christine.
No worries.
The Connecticut chapters, the one that we have here, how many are in the state? 20, probably cities.
There's
at this
13 this year, only
13. We're the largest chapter in the state.
Congratulations.
I like to share that as much as we can.
Share that.
Tell everyone about it.
And I think fifth
There's
largest
music
in
at the
country.
studio, there's music at FTC, there's drum circle and music at the gazebo, there's music at the beach,
At
there's
Lou's house.
music and pizza at my house, there's music all over.
Just don't get Lou started.
Fifth largest in this country?
Not this year.
Not this year.
I
We've
haven't-
been previously in the top 5.
Tell about the pianos.
So we're doing these 2 pianos. They're right now sequestered up at Smith Richardson. They've been weatherized. They were donated by 2 local families, and they've been weatherized by the professional weatherizer in the country, I found out, Gina Bonfietti. And we are bringing them down on Thursday. There's going to be one by the library and one over by Parks and Rec where you enter in, and we're branding it Pianos in the Wild. And it's our first year. Hopefully we'll have more pianos next year, but this is what we could afford this year.
That's fine.
A pilot, like what you're doing.
Exactly.
We're also doing a pop-up, a choir is. We're modeling this hour after the choir sessions. We picked the song Imagine by John Lennon. We have people leading it. We have a guitarist and a keyboardist, thanks to Connor for donating the keyboard. And we're going to sing Imagine as a community and capture that
That's on the green at 10?
at 3.
At 3.
Sorry. And we just hope.
And then the next day you shall rest.
no, she starts planning for the next year.
You can restart it then.
Before I just one of the things I forgot on other business. So just because Lou and I did the event at the farmer's market, and as we told you, we got lambasted. So we do have upcoming events still. The commission's still going to be doing monthly there.
We have a few
Dates.
I don't know it's monthly.
Okay.
Do you have a table for this Sunday?
Yes.
And it's can Make Music be there? Good, because I got a bunch of volunteers now.
Great.
New ones.
Are there any empty times?
Yes. So, yes.
I would
So
love to.
contact Mary Alice. She has the calendar. We did send it out to all of our tourism partners and nonprofit organizations. We can send it out to this commission as well. I also reminded that we did ask folks who, I know you guys picked it up, but T-shirt size hats, if you're going to represent the Arts Commission at one of these tabling events, we'd like to have you fully branded as part of that. So just need to get that information from you. So we'll send that out again too. But I did report that immediately. We did have a conversation with all the people in Parks and Rec, including the individual who shows up there who was already spoken to about this before, but apparently forgot. So now we've got everyone that's been CC'd on it, so there should not be any further.
I was just amazed that there was anybody in this town who doesn't know the name Mark Barnhart. I thought I was going to throw that out and we were golden. And he looked at me like I had a third eye.
I would say that I'm responsible for him having a job.
It makes it even crazier.
Because there wouldn't be a farmer's market if it weren't for.
Yeah, I know you didn't start it years ago. Kevin, do you have anything?
No, nothing else.
Yeah, I'm putting.
Great job on the shirts, Kevin.
Yeah, they came out nice.
Colors are
Yeah, they
wonderful.
look great. They're
Thank
got,
you very much.
Motion to close?
I'll make a motion to close.
You're the secretary, you can't do
Can I
Make the motion.
it. That's second. She always tries.
Thank you,
try?
Kevin.
You saw that, right? 50% plus 1.